Yo guys, it's Kota here. I'm not going to make this intro a bit too long. I just wanted to say, make sure you watch until the end of the video because at the very end, I give my reaction to the foraging trailer that Hypixel Skyblock released literally like yesterday. So you can watch all the way through the video to get to that. And also, I talk about quite a lot of things in the video, so make sure to stay tuned throughout the whole thing. Thank you very much. Yo guys, it's Kota. I'm back with another video, and in this video, we actually have quite a lot to get done. So, we're going to be going in the election room real quick, and I'm going to show you. So, right now, as you can see, Derpy is going to be mayor in 2 days. So for this video, I have something very interesting planned. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. There's no point in me buying a whole new set of Fermento armor. So instead, I'm just going to upgrade my Squash armor from Squash to Fermento. That's one thing that we're going to do. Okay, so the recipe for Fermento armor, especially for the chestplate, is... well, it's like this, and the chestplate costs around... like, well, it says AH average is 50 million, but the low bin is 26. So I'm gonna guess this is around 25 million worth of items if I wanted to just buy all of them, which is what we're going to be doing. I'm going to be spending like 100 million on just this armor. Okay, so as you can see in my skills, currently my farming is exactly 40 because I got this level specifically to be able to use Fermento armor. And then if you look at my alchemy, and my alchemy is 31, which is like, it ain't that good, but we can do better. Okay, so we need 8 of these, which I'm just gonna buy. Oh my god, I forgot that it does this. Okay, I'm just gonna buy 2 of those. And then enchanted sugarcane, we need 96 of these. Oh my god, not 986. Do not buy that many. 128 of these. 128 of these, 70 of these, and finally 25 of these. Boom. There we go. You know, that was a lot less than like 100 million that I thought I would have to spend. I spent less than 75 million actually. I'm actually very happy with that. Alright, let's go. 1, 2, 3. I leveled up carpentry. 4. Alright, we now have a full set of Fermento armor on this account. Finally. I know a lot of people are probably like, huh? Obviously you have a full set of Fermento armor. That you should have had that a long time ago. But honestly, I gave up on farming when I learned I could do dungeons. Now we're coming back to it. I know I said I'd never do it. I lied. And now we bring it right back out because of course we're going to need it. So I already have bustling on this Fermento armor. However, as you can see, I don't actually have any gemstones on the armor. So we're going to go on the hex. Okay, in order to apply gemstones, I need to pay 50k plus 20 fine peridot, which is 800k and then 1.6 mil. So we're going to unlock both of these. And then we're going to buy a flawless peridot. I know I can get more with perfect, but that's really expensive and I really need the money. So we're just going to buy 2 flawless and we're going to do that for the whole set of armor. Now, I also do know, something else that I do know is that you can get rancher boots instead of Fermento boots because technically you get more farming fortune because you can like change the speed and whatever. But I actually want to do the full set bonus for this purely because of the fact that I want to be able to get a higher chance to get crappie, squash, and Fermento and whatever, just for the sake of making some of the money I just spent back. Because this is not all we're gonna do. Right, so this is the full set of Fermento armor that I have. Now I've put flawless gemstones on it and I got the achievement. But I'm also thinking of maybe recomming it. That might help. So that paired with the full Lotus set, which I always have, we're going to change out my equipment. I don't even know what it was on before. Oh yes, mining. So we're going to switch out all of the equipment. We have full Lotus on now. I also forgot I had a Lifesteal 5 book, so I'm just going to claim that real quick. And yeah, we're almost up to 400 mil again. Something else that I need is, because obviously the idea is for me to be getting farming levels, I only have a level 56 rabbit pet, level 57. And while I could just level up this rabbit pet, I think it's actually just way faster for me to literally just get rid of it and just buy a level 100 one just outright. I don't need the chocolate factory thing. I'm just going to buy this. All right, level 100 rabbit pet. Here we go. We're gonna take this. The crop that gives you the most farming fortune is netherwort. So what I actually need is a netherwort hoe. Nope, I lied. It's not netherwort. It's actually mushrooms. So we're gonna be breaking a lot of mushrooms, which is, it's kind of annoying. But at least I saved myself there. So what we actually need to do is we need to get a fungi cutter and we need to upgrade that to the max. Pretty sure. So if we look in here, I think I may have one. Yeah, I have a fungi cutter over here. I have turbo mushroom 5 already on it, so I must have gotten the silver for mushrooms at some point. This is, by the way, this is just for the XP level. So what we need to do, because obviously in this video, I'm also going to be leveling up alchemy. So what we also need to do is we need to get the sugarcane. So I also need a Turing sugarcane hoe, which I think I have one of them. Yeah. So if you look here, I have a Turing sugarcane hoe. The thing is, this one is not good enough. And I know that something else I need to do is get this. This sugarcane hoe needs to go up like way up. We need to like really up this thing's stats. So for one, I think I need to up its rarity by doing this. So I'm just going to do that real quick. Okay, yeah. So the way we're going to be doing it is we're going to be getting, I need like 500 enchanted sugarcane. So yeah, that's going to be quite a lot. And I don't feel like buying all of it. And I know that it's kind of a rich man's thing, alchemy. But I actually want to try to level up my farming and my alchemy. So we're going to finally start doing some like cleaning up on my profile. So yeah, as you can see, upgraded it, and then I hit 10 mil, it goes to legendary, which I don't think is going to happen, but yeah. Yeah, we're going to recom the whole armor. I mean, it's fermento armor. How can I not recom it, you know? It's actually the best farming armor in the game. All right, full set of fermento, spent 40 mil on that. Again, like I said, that's perfectly fine. Okay, so unfortunately, there is actually a thing which can help me. I just really do not have the money for it. Okay, so as everyone knows, Derpy is now officially mayor. Also, sorry if you can hear my fan in the background. It's boiling in the UK. All right, so okay, yeah. So, like I said before, we're gonna go to the garden. And one thing I also do want to do, because I actually low-key forgot to do this, I need to go in the AH and I need to buy a personal compactor. Now, why would I need to do this, you may ask? Well, it's actually quite simple, my friends. It is because I need one for the crops. So, for example, for sugarcane and like for enchanted sugar and the enchanted sugarcane, I actually don't have any personal compactor slots to fit that. So I'm gonna go like this. Okay, so I lied. Apparently, I did have personal compactor slots. I don't know where exactly they are, but they exist. Now that I'm doing this, I'm realizing rancher boots may potentially be better. Oh, would you look at that? There's a sugarcane contest. Perfect. Yeah, I think rancher boots would actually fit a lot better because I am way too quick for my own good. I'm also using the wrong pet. I'm 100% not using the rabbit. Here it is. There we go. That's a lot better. But while me doing that, I think I'm actually just gonna buy rancher boots. What is this, bustling? Yeah, I'm gonna buy rancher boots. Just simply because I'm pretty sure I need them. 12 more farming fortune than this, so this is just better ultimately. I'm not sure what thing it is though for rancher boots. I think it's like 260, I think, or maybe 265 for sugarcane, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, is 260, 65 the correct amount? It looks correct. It feels correct. Now I can use all of these and I can craft one enchanted sugarcane. Then I can put this in the personal compactor. Now I never have to think about it. And I need like 400, like basically 500 of them. I feel like pests were made as like a macro check. They're like, yeah, oh, if you stay AFK for too long, you get negative farming fortune. The thing that's mainly surprising me is the fact that I'm only getting 6.4 farming wisdom. Not wisdom, like XP per sugarcane break. I would have thought it'd be at least 10 with the rabbit pet and derpy. Okay, so it's been quite a while and I haven't actually played Skyblock quite a bit because I got kind of, well, to be honest, I got into Marvel Rivals quite a bit. And that's what I've been playing. If you look though, last where we left off, I have 87 enchanted sugarcane. And if you also look at my farming level, it's literally not budged. I'm still farming 40. And the reason why is because even with a rabbit pet, which eventually I switched to an elephant pet so that I could just get the sugarcane. But even with that, it's just way too slow. So what I'm going to do instead is, because I have like literally 1 day left of derpy, I probably should have, you know, done more for derpy, but I will still do all the other stats because that's the point of the video. I'm just going to do it over a longer time span. So what I'm going to end up doing is I'm just going to buy all of the sugarcane needed because I still need like 400 more. And to be honest with you, they're not actually that expensive. Like if you have a look, it's 100 and 12,000 per. So if I insta buy, and let's say I'd say like 400, it's only 46 million. So I'm just gonna buy all the sugarcane that I need. As you can see, my money here is very low. We're gonna get the money up eventually. And then I have an idea for foraging. So we're gonna be trying to do a bunch of those, and we're just gonna see what happens. As you can see here, I have these 5 brewing stands, right? We're gonna need like 500 brewing stands. So I need to also go and buy 500 brewing stands. I have no idea if that's enough. It is enough. Okay. That's actually more than enough. I should have done like 7.5 stacks. Now, something else that you can see is that I don't actually have space to put these down. I also don't know where my builder's ruler is. Okay, now I've completely emptied the builder's ruler. So now I'm basically just gonna like get cobblestone, I guess, and we're just gonna build. Okay, so the platform's been built. I had to refigure out how to use the builder's ruler because low-key I forgot. Now I have to fill up this entire thing with brewing stands. Yeah, it really doesn't look that big, but when every single one of them, you have to put 3 glass bottles into all of them, and then also put like the ingredients and stuff in them. Eventually it gets a lot. Not to mention you can't even stack like water bottles. So I don't know how the hell this is gonna work, but I guess we're gonna figure it out. Okay, so the annoying thing with placing the brewing stands is that even if I'm like shift right clicking, it still opens them. So I have to like kind of do it a bit slower. Okay, so the platform, oh my god, dude, look at this. The platform is full of brewing stands. I apparently underbought by a little bit, so I filled up the whole platform. Although this platform is like for 500 and I don't have that many sugarcane. So here's one thing I'm going to do, right? We're going to open the bazaar and I'm actually going to buy, I probably have this in my backpack somewhere. But I'm just going to buy 5 iron and then I'm going to get some wood. So a lot of you can probably already see what I'm thinking and probably know the answer. But I don't know the answer. Right. That should go into there, right? So now that I have it like that, I don't know how the hell I'm going to do it for all of these. I think that's going to be a problem in and of its own. No, it doesn't. Okay, but that's a good thing that I tried it before setting up all the hoppers. Oh, obviously the reason it doesn't work is because it's not actually going into this. I put it onto this block. I didn't actually connect it to the brewing stand. I'm going to need to put bottles and every single one of these. It's going to take a while. I'm going to do it, but it's going to take a while. You know, as I'm doing this, it just dawned on me. If this is 500 brewing stands, I'm going to need 3 times the amount of bottles. Which means I'm going to need 1,500 water bottles to fill all of these up. That's going to be a lot of trips to and from the witch. Is there any way I can like trade it or something? Because I just feel like that would be a lot easier. Oh, actually, why am I being stupid? As a matter of fact, what I can actually do is I can buy 500 just regular bottles, and then I could just fill them up with water here. You know what? I wish that they would just like go into like an overfill or something. Oh, they do. Wait, this is like 500 times smarter because look, they're not going to drop on the floor. So I could just keep doing this. Oh, perfect. And then they're just in the stash. Okay, well, this is fine. Okay, I got an entire row of these brewing stands done. Now I have quite a lot. I have 9 more rows to go. Also, it would have been really nice if ministers were allowed while Derpy was running so that we can get Diana as minister. So that we can have the pet XP share thing on. So that while I'm doing the XP collection, I can at least... Because what my plan as well is to use this level 100 Guardian pet because it gives 30% enchanting wisdom. On top of the fact that I already have a God Potion running. Why are there creepers? On top of the fact that I already have a God Potion running, I feel like it's just going to help like quite a lot. Also, I want to clarify to everyone that at one point, alchemy definitely was the rich person's... skill. However, over time, it kind of dwindled down, I guess, because now enchanted sugarcane, 50 mil you can pretty much make in your first day of playing Skyblock, assuming you're not Iron Man. So you can technically do this method within literally like the first day of you playing, and you can get alchemy 50 so quickly. Which honestly, I'd kind of recommend. Like, if you can get the bazaar like as quickly as possible, which a lot of people do, I could honestly genuinely recommend that you do this. Like, just get your alchemy level all the way up. Obviously, you can't do this immediately because I think the potion that I'm making is actually locked behind a specific alchemy level requirement, so you can't use enchanted sugarcane right away. Actually, I think it's locked behind the sugarcane collection. So when you get your sugarcane collection up, maybe just go to the garden and like unlock it there. But I would highly recommend that everyone does this as early on as they can, even if it's not derpy, because it still costs you around the same. And I think, to be honest with you, the resources would be about the same, because even with like derpy gives you a lot of skill XP. There's no lying in that. Hey, I quickly want to interrupt this video just to say that this next segment is quite lengthy, and the segment essentially consists of me just talking to my audience about personal stuff, future aspirations, channel plans, the game, and etc. So if you're not interested in listening to any of it, you can just skip to this timestamp on screen. If you do want to listen to it though, much appreciated. I think it's around this point in the video I should tell everyone to like and subscribe like on this video down below, and tell me what you guys think in the comments, because I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers so that I can get ads on my channel. But firstly, I want to get to 500 subs so that I can justify to myself making a Discord for the channel. Then I can let you guys know about like any updates or anything that's going on with my videos. You can get behind the scenes content. You can even talk to me on Discord. And more specifically, the Discord will eventually, the Discord will initially be available for people who are... The Discord will only initially be available to those who have a membership to the channel. Obviously, if it gets leaked, I can't do anything about that. But initially, people who are like have a membership to the thing will get access to the Discord, like early access. And then when the Discord becomes for the whole channel, then the people who, you know, have memberships and stuff, they'll get their own channel where they can talk to each other. They'll get more perks, and they'll get like membership only channels in the Discord. So that way, to make it fair for basically everyone, because anyone who wants to spend their money on my channel, I feel like should get basically special treatment because they've spent money. Although obviously I'm not going to be a dick to anyone who isn't. I'm just saying, like, I feel like spending money should get you special perks and priority to things. However, I should clarify right now that just if you have a membership or anything, I'm not going to be like your best friend. It's just going to be like, you know, because again, it still is your choice to spend the money. So, but you will get to, you know, talk to me and like thing, and then talk to me in VC as well. That's the whole point of the Discord, is so that people can get updates on videos that I post, when I post, and if there's any time that I'm like behind on videos, you'll get to know why. Instead of me having to make like a community post or say it in a video, I'll be straight up with people. And yeah, most of the time I'll just be honest. So like I said in this video, I basically, one of the main reasons I didn't post was because I just really got into Marvel Rivals. And for anyone who doesn't know or is new to the channel, I have both ASD and ADHD, which basically means that hyperfixation and hyperfocus is like a major defining factor of what I do when I do it. So, okay, for example, right now, I'm not actually hyperfocused on doing this poll, which is why I got hit with very hard executive dysfunction, meaning that I just struggled to do poll. Not poll, sorry, derpy. I meant derpy. I struggle to do derpy, like, especially right now as I'm literally filling these brewing stands. I really don't want to do this. I genuinely would prefer to be playing Marvel Rivals. But another thing that's kind of driving me is mainly because I really want to try to make this YouTube thing happen. And I had such a good start. And the chance that I got is so rare. Like, not many people get this chance. So I really do want to try to at least make the most of what I have. So if it doesn't work, I can at least say I don't have any regrets. You know, I can just kind of move forward and be like, all right, I worked hard and now it didn't work. So now I can try something else. But I feel like if I didn't work hard and try this, I feel like I wouldn't actually be happy. I'd always be thinking, what if? But now, at least now that I'm giving it a shot, I don't have to think, what if? I can just think, well, I did it, I tried it. Obviously, if it does work, that's great, because then I can be my own boss. I can make money from doing this. And like I said, I also saw a community post by Entha recently. And she basically said that she wanted to try to do some variety on her channel, except for just Skyblock. And I feel like at some point, I'd also want to do that. Especially on the things that I have hyperfixations on at the time. Because the things that I have hyperfixations on, I feel like are way easier for me to make videos on. Because I am able to put more attention and focus into them. So what I mean by that is like, I don't know. Well, I don't think that there's a better way of me explaining it than what I just said. It's gonna make the video more fun for you, because if it's something that I'm genuinely interested in, I feel like you guys will also have a bigger like motivation to watch it. It's like, oh, okay, you're watching a guy who's actually enjoying himself, rather than, okay, you're just watching a guy who's doing it just for the sake of doing it. Like, one of the main reasons as well that I haven't actually been playing Skyblock at all, apart from just Marvel Rivals and executive dysfunction and me being away, as I mentioned, plus the health issues, is because they like, I know there was the new fishing update, but to me, fishing is one of the second most boring skill in the game, behind foraging. Right, so I genuinely don't find fishing that enjoyable unless I'm in a call with someone. So, same with mining. Like, I know James, for example, I talked to him quite a bit, and he also told me that powder mining right now, especially like with the way mithril powder is genuinely one of the most boring things in the game when you're not talking to someone else. Even with listening to music or watching a movie or something, he just can't get into it. Like, his brain just cannot stay focused on it. I'm kind of the same with fishing. So I remember when I was playing with him, there was like 3 hours where me and him just fished, and my fishing level did go up quite a bit. But aside from that, I find it really hard to actually just fish on my own, which is also why I think the Discord would be a good idea, because if anyone wants to play with me at like my own time zone, then they can do that, and we can just kind of sit in a call and we can fish and we can just rant about stupid stuff. And it could be one hell of a time. We can do like community nights and stuff. I think that'll be like the fun part of managing the Discord, is like, obviously one of the main things of the Discord is like, I won't have any discrimination or anything. There'll be a lot of rules, but as a whole, I think we'll as a whole, I want to have a fun time, and I want to try and make friends on there that I can actually like stay with, and we can have like a group and everything. Sorry if you can hear my clicking. Yeah, this is basically a ramble section of the video, because I don't know, I kind of wanted to talk to you guys. I haven't really said anything in a while. I haven't made any videos or community posts. So I thought I'd give you guys a little bit of an update on my current thoughts. And also my thoughts on the game being Skyblock, because I don't know if you guys have noticed, but ever since the Backwater Bayou, it's been basically radio silent. I mean, granted, they did release the update fairly recently, so it's not like obscene to think like, you know, hey, they probably are going to need some time for an update. But from what I remember, the Backwater Bayou was like, what, in March or something, or like February? So, and not too long before that, there was the mountaintop. But I think the problem with Skyblock is that, especially for endgame players, the amount of content that you get is, it's kind of exponential, if you know what I mean. So if you look at an exponent graph, it's kind of the opposite. So it's like the further on in the game you are, the less and less content you have, but it's exponential. It's not linear. So at one point in the game, there's a major drop-off on things you can actually do without just repeating yourself. So I know that a lot of endgame players have basically referenced the Maya cycle, which is basically like every time there's a Maya, you want to try and do the things that that Maya specializes in order to have the biggest like success in just like whatever you're doing. Right? Hence why, precisely why I think that it's super important. It's super important for us to basically be where we are right now. Because with this, like, update that we have with Derpy, it gives a lot of people a chance to sort of catch up on, like, levels and skill XP and stuff like that that they didn't have previously. But after this, like, okay, say for example, I'm gonna get Alchemy 50 100% guaranteed, right? But then, say for example that I managed to hit like Foraging 40 or something insane, right? Like a Foraging 45, like a really, really high level of Foraging, and I managed to hit Farming 50. Realistically, from there, the only thing I can do is fishing, because I have max combat, I have max alchemy, I have max enchanting, I have kind of close to max taming. So the only thing I'd actually be able to do actively is just like repetitive skills. So for video ideas, I'm gonna be kind of shot, right? Which is why I kind of also want to make the Discord server, because then I can do profile reviews. I can do like doing X amount of dungeon runs with subscribers or stuff like that. I want to try and do something fun, because the Skyblock grind at the very beginning and mid game is fun, but where I am right now, not really. And there are definitely times where I will have fun with Skyblock. Don't get me wrong. It's just that there's a lot I feel like that they could be doing, they're not doing. And there's a lot that could actually be very simple and easy to do rather than what they're doing right now. Something else I actually want to do with my content is I kind of want to try and help teach people with my content about new things. So I really like teaching people new things. I think it's actually quite fun. So for example, what I mean is, a lot of people might not have known what ADHD or ASD is. And I hope it makes at least some people curious and like look it up on Google and go, oh, okay, this is something interesting. But for a lot of people who did know, I'm hoping that when I mentioned executive dysfunction or hyperfixation, they were like, well, what is that? And then they look that up and they go, oh, that's a super interesting concept. So I always want to try and at least teach people one new thing with each video that I make, because whether it's Skyblock related or just real life related, because I always feel like it's better to watch a video and come away with knowing something than watch a video and be like, wow, yeah, I just watched that. That was whatever. And I always know how people are like, oh yeah, like watch YouTube. That's a waste of time. You should be grinding. You should be working away in the real world. Whereas I feel like you can actually learn a lot from YouTube. Like, can you imagine what you could do watching YouTube? Like, say you watch like 3 hours of economics courses on YouTube versus someone who actually went to uni to study economics. You basically learn the same thing, but you just do it in a way that you don't, not only do you not have to pay any money, but you can just do it yourself. It's so much better when you're self-taught and you learn how to solve problems yourself. And I also know a lot of people who watch my videos, you guys might not like maths, like at all, right? But what you might like is puzzles and like solving puzzles and like grinding in games, right? So I know a lot of you in my comments were telling me like initially how to make money. You guys were saying like, hey, if you mine this much coal, if you get this route specifically, you can make this much money in this much time. Which is a lot of maths if you think about it. And games like this and stuff, you know, like this actually teaches people to like maths. So one of the videos that I was working on in Skyblock was actually a video based around the economy. That was the massive video project that I was working on for a while that I was like, wow, this is just not going to get done anytime soon. But I thought it would be really fun because I bet a lot of people don't know a lot of economic concepts. And for my dissertation, for the end of uni, my dissertation was actually on economics. So I kind of, you know, I have somewhat of an understanding of the concepts. And I think teaching people that is very fun. All right, luckily I had just enough water bottles to fill up all of these things. And now we're officially done with filling them. If there's anything that I see that's empty along the way, I'm just gonna like, you know, just do it then. So now, here's the thing, by the way. Okay. Do you mind? Okay, so here's the thing. I have to do all of this like 10 more times because I have to now fill all of these up with nether wart in order to make awkward potions. And for me to do that, I have to get 500 nether wart and do all of this. So yeah, that's gonna be lovely. I don't know if you guys have ever had this, but I'm having like this intense gamer concentration where I just keep forgetting to blink. And every now and then my eyes just start burning and I'm like, oh, why is that happening to my eyeballs? And then I forget that I'm not actually blinking. Okay, so I'm pretty sure there was a clip of me literally getting 500 nether warts in this video, but if you didn't see it, I did 100% buy 500 nether warts from the bazaar and then filled all of these brewing stands, but not these. So that means that I've actually gotten a lot more than 500 brewing stands placed down. I don't really see a point in me buying more nether wart because I don't even have the sugarcane to fill in these brewing stands, let alone these ones. However, I don't actually know. Okay, now all of them do have awkward potions in them, and some of them are just like finishing up. And now here's the question. I forgot how to do this. I forgot how to do this whole alchemy thing. So I think I'm gonna, I know it's gonna sound stupid to you guys, but I'm genuinely just gonna look up because I forgot which gives you the most XP. Like, do I have to put glowstone in to make it stronger, or can I just do the sugarcane now? That's the real question. Okay, so looking up, basically it doesn't give you more alchemy XP if you add glowstone or anything, but what it does do is it increases its sell value to the NPC the higher tier of it you have. So say, but like, okay, say for example, like the enchanted sugarcane basically makes a base potion of speed 5, whereas enchanted glowstone makes it speed 8. So that makes it sell more to the NPC. I'm hoping that I have a single, well, these are actually speed 7 potions that I have in here. And to the NPC, these literally sell for 2 coins. No, they, whoa, that, okay, so this is wrong. So these sell for 5,900. Whoa, 60,000. What the hell? I need to buy 500 of these in order to do one for each potion. Is that even worth it, do you think? I don't think that's worth it. Now I have to do this entire process again, but this time it's with the main ingredient. All right, here we go. This is the beginning of me getting Alchemy 50. Now, I do want to mention something real quick. If anyone has a golden dragon and wants to level up their golden dragon from, well, like level 0 all the way to level 200 or even 100, this is genuinely the best way you can do it. Okay, no. It's not the best way, but during Derpy, it's a very good way to do it. I'm curious how much alchemy XP I'll get like per bottle. Imagine I do it and it's like 1 alchemy XP, like they patched this out of the game like years ago, but I just never found out about it. And now I spent like 500 million just doing this, and then eventually I get like 2 alchemy levels out of it. I started doing this video at 11. It is now 1 PM. So this is taking me literally 2 hours of just doing this to set this up. And not to mention, I'm not even really close to done. So definitely work has gone behind this. You guys are just going to see like 5 minutes. But, you know, for me, it's been like 2 hours already. All right. That is the last enchanted sugarcane. Oh my god. Finally. So now the fun part where we collect all of it. So I have my guardian pet. I'm pretty sure I still have a god potion. Yep, I still have a god potion. So you can see. So that means I have all of the extra. I have wisdom 3 for everything. Yeah, well, if you look, it says I have 45 alchemy XP, but I should actually have a lot more alchemy XP because I'm using my guardian pet. No, this is enchanting wisdom. Oh, I almost just messed up because I almost said that enchanting and alchemy were the same thing, which they're not. Okay. The actual pet that gives you alchemy XP is the blaze pet, which, oh, dodged a bullet there. I almost, okay. Oh no, it's okay, I see. So the most stats includes like alchemy XP. So while you're in the Crimson Isles, you get, okay. But that's so pointless though. What is the point in that? Okay, so pretty much, yeah, the blaze pet does, but it's not useful for me right now. However, it did say that quantum does also boost your alchemy XP. Yeah, it just says +2 of our random wisdom. Okay, yeah, so I think it's just better if I just collect these, like with the, well, okay, I guess in that case, if the guardian pet doesn't matter at all, I guess I can just level up any pet that I want, right? And I feel like the pet, what pet would be like a really good pet to max out? See, now this is like, I was thinking maybe the Ammonite pet, because I could just get it to level 100, and then, yeah, I can do fishing, but like, I feel like I could even get a better fishing pet, to be honest with you. Level 1 flying fish, it gives you fishing speed, strength, and defense in water. Increases the stats of diver's armor, but I don't really need diver's armor, do I? Oh, okay. Here, this is, I've got some decision to make here, because I wasn't gonna do it with the wrong pet, but thank God I actually saw that. Okay, so after doing some research, aka literally going on 30 Virus's best pets video from a year ago, and then just looking like up to see what the best pets are, I think the flying fish would be a really good addition because I know I'm gonna need this for fishing at one point. And I'm pretty sure I'm also gonna need this for lava fishing, yes? Because it grants you a lot of fishing speed. So I'm just gonna buy a level 1. And I also don't know if there's an alchemy XP boost. I wouldn't imagine that there is, but let's look at the AH and C just in case. Nope, there isn't. So we're gonna just type XP boost. Yeah, as you can see, there's fishing, there's foraging. Unfortunately, there's no alchemy, so I'm just gonna need to use an all stats XP boost. I swear there was a bigger one than this. Oh, it's just all skills, not stats. I'm stupid. Oh, what is this? Okay, yeah, so this is the 20% one. Yeah, this is what I was after. Yeah. All right, now let's start going. We're gonna start. I just want to see how much. Okay, so it didn't show me how much. Okay, I'm getting 32,000 alchemy XP per potion. That's amazing. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to sell all of these potions. I don't really care that they sell for like nothing. I was already content with parting ways with my money. But dude, There we go. Alchemy 32. All right, we're on the way. Oh, there's a Skyblock level up as well. Dude, so much work for like 5 minutes, but honestly, 5 minutes very worth it. Dude, imagine if there was like an alchemy XP boost that you could use, like a 30% alchemy XP boost, or like even one of the 50 ones. Imagine if there was a 50% alchemy XP boost you could put on the pet. Like, oh my god, they'll make leveling up pets I think too easy. There we go, alchemy 33. I'm hoping that the calculator online that I used didn't lie to me about about how much about how many enchanted sugarcane it will take to get to alchemy 50. I'm hoping that this was the correct amount. I've gained 3 alchemy levels in like 1 row, but then again I was halfway already to a level, so alchemy 36. Also, while I don't think I'll get this flying fish to level 100, it is super interesting the fact that it's already at level 60. Like, it would have taken me so long to get it to this level normally just by like fishing. So the fact that I'm doing alchemy and just getting this level up is really fun. Super interesting. Alchemy 37. Okay, yeah, the levels of the flying fish, dude, I can't even speak. I'm so excited. The levels of the flying fish pet have really slowed down now, but to be honest, I kind of expected that, especially when I get around to like this kind of XP requirement. Speaking of which, 38. Potions last longer. Dude, my god, potions are gonna last so long now. I'm hoping to be able to get the flying fish pet by at least like level 80. By the time I'm done. I think level 80 is like a good goal, to be honest. 39. There we go. I'm not gonna lie, with this being the 3rd row, I'm getting kind of nervous that I won't actually hit alchemy 50 because I'm not even alchemy 40 yet, and there's not that many rows left to go. This is the 4th row, so getting kind of worried. Level 70 flying fish. Comment down below what I should name my flying fish, because I'm keeping this pet. I could easily sell him for money, you know, because I bought him for 8 mil. I could probably sell him for like double that. But what should I name him? Because I do want to keep him, because I do want to do fishing eventually. I mean, don't call me a genius yet, but judging by how few brewing stands we have left, I'd say like level 70 was like the level 80 was like the smart call that I could have done for this this little guy. But make sure to pick like a good name in the comments. Don't say like General Archbishop Destroyer of Canterbury 3 or the 3rd. Oh, 43 alchemy. All right, I just collected like 4 brewing stands without me or the pet moving up a level. Getting kind of nervous because, again, like I said, we don't have long, so I feel like, oh, okay, well, I went up a level just then, so now I'm alchemy 44. Oh, the flying fish went up a level, and so did I. Level 45 alchemy. Again, I'm really running out of brewing stands here, so I don't know what's happening, but I feel like I'm actually going to be sugarcane short, even though I used up 400 and 487. Maybe I did need 500 like on the dot, and I just need 13 more. If that's the case, that'll be really unfortunate. You guys, it is raining and the wind outside is absolutely insane right now. Like, what is happening? It was so hot like 2 days ago. Dude, what happened to this weather? Oh, there we go. Alchemy 48. Okay. Wow, I'm gonna be really close to 50. Oh my goodness. Alchemy 49. 1 more level and we max alchemy. GG! GG! Oh my god. There it is. Alchemy 50. We max alchemy, and I think we even have, yeah, we have speed potions left. Oh, I was so worried we wouldn't have any, like, I was so worried we wouldn't have anything left. Like, I would have to do more. I'm very happy I don't. I'm gonna finish collecting this, though, because I wanna, just level up the flying fish a bit more. So, yeah, I don't know how many levels it's gonna get out of this, but I really don't care anymore. Alright, finally, I think I hit the end of... Yeah, so I actually had quite a lot of potions left, but the final level of my flying fish is level 84 and a little bit. Let's just have a quick look. It'd be towards the top somewhere here. Well, not Wait, what? Oh, there we go. It was just lagging behind a little bit. But yeah, there we go. So the flying fish gives you... So right now, I'm at 67.2 fishing speed. Regardless, though, I bought the flying fish for, let's see, the lowest bin for a level 1 legendary is 8.4, which is, I think, about what I bought it for. And if we have a look at, like, yeah, let's say, like, level 82, it's 27 million. So if I sell it, I literally make 20 million profit. Even more, maybe, because this is 85 and it's 29. So, yeah, I could, but I don't really want to. I kind of want to keep the flying fish. I want to use it for fishing. Although diver's armor is an interesting one because I don't have diver's armor. The best fishing armor that I have is shark scale. We have a look at this level. Alchemy 50. Absolutely amazing. Insane. Now I have, look, enchanting 60, alchemy 60, mining 60, combat 60. Oh, it's so good. And then I have like taming 57. Realistically, I'd love to get that to 62, but it's that's not the point. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is, because I've been doing this for like 3-4 hours, I'm gonna actually take a break and go have lunch. And after I come back, we're gonna focus on the skill that I never thought I would say I'm gonna do, foraging. So yeah, that's something else. That's a little hint for you guys, is that I'm not actually gonna do it in the park. I'm doing it here on the island, and you guys will see. And if you actually look, I do have an ocelot pet. Oh, which is not level 100. I don't have a level 100 ocelot pet. Wait. Oh, wait. It makes no difference. Wait, it makes no difference if it's legendary or epic, because what I'm after is the foraging XP boost, and a level 100 epic is basically the same thing as a level 100 legendary. It literally makes no difference. You know what? It's for the video. We're just gonna do it. We're just gonna spend 41.5 million, and afterwards I'm just gonna sell it. Okay, I'm gonna sell the pet, but right now it doesn't matter. I can level this one up later on down the line. For now, I'm switching to this pet because we're gonna be doing foraging after the break. All right, we're back, and as you can see, my island looks a little bit different than what you're used to, and that's because we are going to do foraging. I just built this. The real maker of this farm is... Damn, I actually forgot the name. I'm gonna put it up on screen, but all credit goes to them. I did not create this. I just built this because they let me do it, basically. And we had a really lovely discussion about it. I was on their island and it was super friendly. And they provided me with some help of doing it. They even showed me them actually going through it and harvesting it. I want to get a high foraging level. I don't know if it will be exactly like the max foraging level or whatever, but I just simply want to do good in foraging. This is the only chance I get to do foraging. The problem with this farm is it takes way too long to replant all the saplings. There is no fast way of planting saplings in this game. There just isn't any. So what I want to do instead is I'm going to go through this farm once and see how far I make it, okay? I don't know how long it's going to take me to farm all of this. This is like 167 by 167. So yeah, I don't know how long this is going to take me. And the way he built it as well, sorry, not he, the way they built it is they had 2 separate layers, whereas I only did 1. If I tried to do 2 separate layers, I think my fingers would have broken from trying to place all the saplings. All right, here we go. All right, so I just got my first foraging level. I've done quite a lot of rows. If you look, I thought this farm would be a lot more efficient, but I guess it is foraging. There's really not that much you can do in terms of like foraging wisdom. So let me check if there's any other way I can increase it. So the only other way I can increase my foraging wisdom by only 2 is to get this annihilation cloak for 300 million and to have Blaze Slayer 7, which gives me 2 foraging wisdom. Thank you, Hypixel. Very cool. Or I can spend 17,000 bits on a Abiphone case, which gets me 1.5 foraging wisdom. Okay, that ain't happening. This is the best way. For now. For me, anyways. And the Frog Mask does give you foraging wisdom, but it's only in the park. You know, I actually thought of a cool idea for Hypixel while I was doing this. Because with crops, there's a replenish enchant, right? Where it replants, like, the crops pretty much. And yeah, what Hypixel could do to make foraging a bit easier while they're working on the update, like the same thing what they did with farming. So remember how they were working on the garden and then they like added the replenish enchant and the rabbit pet and whatever for Techno and Squid Kids potato war. They could add a fella enchant like FELLER, right? And what the enchant does is it finds the log that is directly touching dirt. So that's how you'd code it. So it's like the log that is touching dirt, and then whatever type of log it is, you would replace it with the sapling of that log every time it's broken. So like right now, what I'm breaking these bottom logs, oh, foraging 22, perfect timing. But what I'm breaking these bottom logs, what it would do is it would basically find them and it would place a sapling on them so that I won't have to like go back and manually, like basically it's a replenish enchant but for wood cutting. And Hypixel admins, since I know you guys are watching my videos, I actually don't know that they're doing that. I'm just being hopeful. I know you guys are probably thinking, oh, that's way too OP. Like people will just make these big wood farms and then they will just farm them forever until they get to foraging 50. Okay, but think about the fact of how long it's taken me to get literally 2 foraging levels from just farming this, right? And I think when I finish this whole thing, I'm only gonna go up by 3 foraging levels. And this is during derpy, by the way. So at like a normal pace, like you can see in the bottom left, I'm earning like maybe 1,000 foraging XP a second. Maybe. And you can see that it takes 500,000 to get, like, this is not very efficient at all. Even with plus 16 foraging XP per break that I'm doing. So I think that actually it won't be too OP. It's just people need to be really, really dedicated to breaking it. But also you gotta remember that just because it replaces the floor with a sapling doesn't mean they could just go back and just like break it all over again. They have to actually wait for the trees to regrow. And that's something I'm really thankful for actually on Hypixel, is that for some reason the trees regrow at like an extremely fast rate. Why, I'm not sure, but they do. Okay, so I'm finally basically finished with this farm. I only got 2 levels out of that. So yeah, I've heavily underestimated. Sorry, I heavily overestimated the efficiency of this farm. Normally there would be another layer, but if I added another layer, I would still be placing down the saplings for the other layer. Yeah, if we look at my foraging level right now, 22.5. It took 1 entire rotation of this entire thing to give me 2 foraging levels. So let's do some math here. So doing some math, in this one thing, I've gotten 689,382 foraging XP. So that's one cycle of this farm. In order to get to foraging 50, you need 55,172,425 combined XP. Which means that if I wanted to get to foraging 50, I would have to do this entire thing 80 times from the level I am right now. Assuming that it takes me an hour and a half to replant all the saplings, that will take me 7,202 minutes, which if we divide by 60 is 120 hours just to replant, which equates to 5 days almost exactly. So basically, it was actually impossible for me to get this foraging XP, for me to do it during this derpy. It was impossible. The only way I could do it is if I did derpy for like, and mind you, that is me getting 689,000 XP constantly. The only thing that could increase that wisdom is if I was to also get the quantum 5 buff, which only happens on weekends, plus on top of that if I was to get like literally everything else. Mind you, what I told you is just the days it will take me for the planting, not the breaking. So even if I was to replant this whole thing 50 more times, it would still take me that long to hit foraging 50 with 16.1 foraging wisdom during derpy. Me breaking this, I think took me like, what, 30 minutes? So if I times that by 80, it gives me 2,400. which divide that by 60 is 40. That's 40 hours of just straight grinding that I would have to do in order to hit foraging 50 from just mining. If I had to include the replanting, it would take me almost an entire week of no sleep, just 24 hours being awake in order to regrow this entire thing, break it, replant it. Also, I forgot, that's only under the assumption that you regrow and then you instantly start breaking. You have to actually wait for the trees to grow. So for every single sapling to grow, it takes like 1 hour. Right, so you gotta wait an extra 80 hours on top of that, which is an extra like not even 2 days. That's an extra like 3 1/3 days. So under the assumption you're not getting any sleep, you could do this and you could get to foraging 50 during Derpy in like 2 weeks. No, not 2 weeks, in 11 days. I finished the entirety of the thing. So I did an entire thing of it. I'm still, if you look at the skill, still foraging 23. I'm just a bit further ahead of the skill of foraging 23. Well, no, I guess it has changed, right? Because I left off where I was left off. I was halfway through 22. Now I'm 23. Okay, so I guess the farm gave me 3 foraging levels from 20 though. So like, but that's me doing the entire circuit. So when I said a run, what I actually meant was like doing just the bottom, because then the way this guy designed it, it's absolutely genius, where you can go back and just look up and break the ceiling. So technically you can break it for quite a while. You get less foraging XP, which is why I didn't mention it. No hate to the person who made this farm. Really smart idea and design. What I don't, my gripes mainly are just with Hypixel, not with them. So yeah. Anyways, I really did think I was gonna max foraging in this video, but I'm nowhere near close. So, with that being said, time to get into the other segment of the video. Hi, long time no see. As you can see by the background footage here, I did a lot of mushroom farming to try and up my farming level. However, by the time I finished, Derpy had ended. So I was not actually able to get farming level 50 in this video. So apologies for the abrupt end of the video. However, this is only part 1 of my journey to class average 50. Wait, Koda, doesn't that mean that you bought fermental armor and all of those tools basically for nothing? Yep, that's basically it. That's exactly correct. But I will use them at a later point to get to farming level 50 in its own video that I make. So stay tuned for that one. I decided to make this a series instead of one singular video just due to how I'm overall feeling in life. However, at the end of this video, you will have my first reaction to the foraging trailer which Hypixel Skyblock announced. I hope you enjoy. Okay, so Hypixel Skyblock, they launched this trailer for foraging. I'm assuming this is the new update that they have like announced and stuff. So I'm gonna watch through it. First time reacting to it. I don't know what to expect, but yeah, let's just go. Okay, so this is just the current nice shaders they have. Yeah, this is current foraging. Yep. This looks about right. This is still kind of current foraging. Galatia? That's a, that's the name of a Greek mythological creature, I think, right? I think this is like a Greek mythology reference. The name seems familiar. Whoa, it looks so pretty. Look at this. Soul camp for axolotls? Big tree. Wait, can you mine that? Wait, oh, that's the, oh, I forgot what that wood is called, but it's from the, whoa, wait, it has like its own village. First of all, this looks beautiful. Secondly, is this crimson wood? I think this is from like all of the new updates, right? So yeah, they did say they're moving to 1. But like all of these blocks are really new. Which version is this? Is this 1.21? Because those are beehives. That's stripped wood. Okay, that just looks like a tree cap. The only thing that concerns me is, apart from this guy, they all look... Hold on. I mean, they all look like they're using, like, dragon armor. What is this green armor here? He's using... Okay, that... Dude, that was, like... What is this? Is this the new armor? Okay, that tree literally just vanished. Oh, it dropped something. Okay, like azalea bushes. It looks like you're collecting like berries, like actual foraging, like a real life foraging. You can throw the axes. They made a throwing axe. That is not a tree cap then. I mean, in a way it is. Swimming? Why are we swimming? This is, I guess. I mean, I guess collecting stuff it is foraging, right? Whoa, wait, whoa. Agatha, I'm the youngest of the Starlin sisters. We each host contests on our own islands. Wait, how many islands are there? This is Galatia. First of all, Agatha, like, from Marvel, like Agatha all along. Secondly, are these witches? Are we in like a witch's swamp? Thirdly, this looks awesome. Also, this is called Mangrove. That's the name of the wood I was forgetting. I'm hoping this is foraging armor because we really need it. Okay, Kiara. Very nice. Look at this little greenhouse area. This looks so lovely. Okay, I mean, that is a literal witch. So, first of all, Kaisha, lovely name. Second of all, the fusion machine. I thought this was a foraging update. The fusion machine. Is this like the forge in mining? Booster info, Sawyer. Who is this nerd? No, I'm kidding. No, but actually, what is this? I think, okay, this looks kind of like a reforge item. Like, maybe this is a new reforge. Frogs! W frogs! Oh, these look like they're showing a path to something. Oh, maybe not. Dolphins! Yes! Oh, I love dolphins. Pandas? Turtles? What is he? First of all, hold on. I have a lot of things that I need to... First of all, this looks like dungeons. Like, this looks like actual dungeons. Right? As someone who's played a lot of dungeons, this looks like dungeons. I'm going back frame by frame, by the way. Oh, he's also hitting them with an axe, which is slightly confusing. There's turtles. We have kelp, seagrass, which is from, obviously, the sea update. That's strays as well. I didn't miss it. That's... Okay, we have salmon, like actual fish, sea pickles. They said they're swimming through like a sewer, like a, what the? A puzzle? Oh, with terracotta, like yeah. Galatia, Hypixel Skyblock. Oh, okay. I see you, JT Sandman 45. Oh, there's just no release date. Okay, well, I mean, okay, I was hoping that there would be a release date, but there isn't. This looks really cool. So they have like literally all of the new features. They have like, I saw down here just a second ago, there's like, yeah, look at this. This looks so nice. They have mangrove wood. They have these vines coming down from the actual trees. They have mud blocks. Throwing axes, azalea, like actual foraging. Like not just wood cutting, like actually collecting things. It also, when he was underwater with these animals, it looked like he was throwing like a net at them. Like actually collecting, like look. Like it looks like a net, like a capturing animals net. Not like the thing we have now with the pelts. I'm not like pelt farming, I mean like actual like... Yeah, look, but it does damage though. I don't really want to hurt the dolphin. But oh, this is a brown panda, rarest panda. But yeah, there's like bamboo. This looks beautiful. This is amazing. I'm hoping this is going into alpha soon because like I wanna make a video on this. I wanna explore this further than just a reaction. This is a very solid trailer. There's a lot of features in here. Like I'm assuming this is a new armor for foraging. I'm assuming these are new types of axes. Or maybe the tree cap is just gonna have a function now where you can throw it. Question. Yeah, like there's you know, we have like completely new NPCs with storylines. There's like, it sounds like there's contests and missions. There's like puzzles. I do wonder with this, Is this going to be, obviously, I'm assuming you have to make the pattern that's shown on this. You have to make it down here. Is this like an actual 4-player, like, is this like dungeons? Is what I'm trying to ask, I guess. Is it going to be like, you have to, is it going to be party finder for this? Like, you have puzzles and stuff, and you party finder with people? Because if so, young dragon armor, as it's kind of seems like it's being shown as, it appears that that's going to be the meta for the foraging update, which is actually kind of interesting. Except for like whatever this armor is. And while this guy looks like he's in farming armor, I don't know if that's true. Very, very cool. Yeah, this is super interesting. I am really curious about a lot of this. Yeah, I really want to see what happens when you solve this puzzle as well. Like, what does it give you? That's something else I want to see, is the money making potential from this. Where are we? Where in the economy are we with this? What's gonna come of this? Honestly, super dope, super excited, no notes. Beautifully executed. Wonderful job, Hypixel. It looks really good. But now deliver. Don't leave me hanging for like a month, okay? Or like, no, okay, a month is fine, but don't leave me hanging for like half a year. Please put it into alpha and then go, right, yeah, we're releasing this soon. Please. It's really missing right now. It's the only thing Skyblock needs, and then after that, you can actually get back to like regular updates, like normal things to the game, instead of doing this kind of stuff. But yeah, this, super interesting. It also seems like there's more than one island, judging based off of what Agatha said. So, yeah, super interesting. But yeah, Galatia, I'm pretty sure is a Greek mythology reference to something. Not exactly sure what it has to do. I'm assuming, because this is foraging, I'm assuming it might be to do with some nymph. Yeah, I'm assuming it's like the name of like a nymph or something, just because it's like foraging. So I'm assuming it has something to do with nymphs in the etymology. But yeah, super happy. Good trailer. Thank you guys very much for watching this video. If you liked it, leave a like down below and comment what your favorite part was. Tell me what you think about the foraging trailer and the foraging update as a whole. Yeah, I'm kind of back for a little bit. This is my first video back, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.